Welcome in, everyone, to Yelling from the Couch. I'm Brent Humphreys, joined by my co-host, Gage Bertovich. Gage, how's it going?
Doing good, Brent. You ready to rumble?
Oh, yeah. Let's Super Bowl Sunday is right around the corner, which is a great time of the year, also a sad time of the year.
Yeah. Wow. As we're recording this, the NFL honors just started. No awards have been announced yet, but like you said, a sad time of the year, but also a fun time of the year.
We took the week off last week with just the Pro Bowl coming up. So since the last time we talked, you went 1-1 in conference championship. I went 0-2 thanks to Dan Campbell. Almost picked that upset. Almost had it. Almost.
I was actually cheering for Detroit to win that, and then I was like, wait a second, I didn't pick them. All right, cool. I'm glad they don't win.
We both picked Baltimore, although we were both rooting against Baltimore.
Yeah,
And
I
that
would have had
happened.
no problem going 0 for 2.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, the lines here, 24-7 at the half. Things are
Mm-hmm.
looking great. And then the second half came.
I think they're still sitting in the locker room waiting to come out for the second half.
Man, the decision when they were down 3 not to tie it up and to go for it is like, oh, what are you doing? Take the tie. Take the tie.
I would
There's still
understand
plenty of
like if it was I would understand if it was like regular season football first couple weeks. All right, cool, because that loss probably isn't going to affect you too much. But here you are, one game away from making the Super Bowl, and you don't decide to tie it up. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know, man. It was like 6 or 7 minutes left. So I mean, there was plenty of time. I mean, it wasn't like there was. I mean, even if there wasn't plenty of time left, I mean, kick the field goal. Either way, take the points. I
Yeah,
know he's done it all year. He's gambled, gamble Campbell, but at the same time, man, you got to be smart in these situations. Like the Lions have never been to a Super Bowl. This is the first time that they could have made the Super Bowl, and you could have led them there. And some of the decisions.
Matthew Stafford's got to be pretty happy right now that they're not in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'd say he was the biggest Niners fan in that game, especially at that point in time after what happened in the first round of the playoffs.
Man, it's crazy too because you look at it and you're like, okay, should have took the points, yes, but I forget if it was Josh Reynolds or Khalif Raymond, but one of them had two drop catches on crucial plays, and it's like, yeah,
Yep.
blame Dan Campbell, but also catch the ball, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been avoided if those drops didn't happen, but at the same time they did. Just take the points, calm down. But it is what it is. San Francisco and Kansas City will be meeting in the Super Bowl. Kansas City, beat Baltimore, and Lamar, pretty much done what I figured Lamar does in the playoffs. He choked,
Yep, that
and
that's the Lamar story. Does great in the
yeah,
regular season, and then I don't know what he doesn't show up for the postseason.
take it back to his college days. Even anytime there is a chance for a big moment for Lamar, he chokes or fumbles it away.
Yep.
He was going on to win the Heisman, and Louisville was in contention for a playoff spot and lose to the rival Kentucky when they were a 27.5 point favorite. And Lamar fumbles the ball down in the red zone, and Kentucky comes down, scores, wins the game. That starts the whole choking history for Lamar right there, and he has just continued it on into his pro career.
I
It's
don't
wonderful.
understand. I don't understand it. He was MVP. What was it? 20. Oh God, I forget what year. 2018 maybe.
20,
I don't know. He was an MVP at some
yeah,
point. And
29 maybe.
yeah, and he's the MVP of the regular season, sure. And I know for awards they don't count the postseason because you can't because not all the teams are in it. I know,
Mm-hmm.
but come on, like the MVP. is a playoff choker. That's a real good title to have.
Yeah, and you know, people's starting to get a little Kansas City fatigue, which I get it, but in that situation, it's like no, not Baltimore, not this time. And Kansas City, I mean, the better of the games was definitely the NFC Championship game. It was more fun to watch and everything like that. But man, Travis Kelce, 11 catches on 11 targets, 116 yards and a touchdown. He had a monster game that game.
Dude doesn't show up for any game for me in fantasy in the regular season. But come postseason, oh my gosh, we have, was it 3 touchdowns now in 2 games and like 160 yards. I'm like, dude, you could have like spread that out through the regular season. You had one good game and then you fell off the face of the earth. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's saving all of his energy for the postseason.
Which I can't blame him.
No, I mean, if you are going to show up, that's the time to show up. But yeah, yeah, go ahead.
But will he show up this Sunday?
It's a great question, and we will see. So that leads us into this Sunday coming up on CBS, 6:30. Reba McEntire will be singing that national anthem for you, leading you into this game. The San Francisco 49ers facing the Kansas City Chiefs. It opened as a 2.5-point favorite for the Niners. It has been bet down to 1.5-point favorite for the Niners. The over-under is 47.5. This is the first Super Bowl ever in Las Vegas. Gage, what do you think about this Super Bowl matchup?
1.5 points is incredible. That's I don't know if we. Yeah, I think we had a couple games that were 1.5 this season, but I expected this to be like a 4.5 or 3.5, even 2.5. But 1.5 is surprising. 47.5 sounds reasonable for the over under. Um, I think the big storyline going into this game is Kelsey and Swift. There's rumors that if Kansas City wins, Kelsey's going to be proposing to Taylor Swift. There's rumors that when will Taylor Swift make it? I'm sure if you go on like FanDuel or DraftKings right now, you could take a bet on when Swift makes it to the concert, or sorry, to the Super Bowl, since she has a concert like on the other side of the world on Saturday. Um, it's hard because you look at it on paper and you're like, okay, what's Kansas City have? They have a top top 2 and probably the number 1 quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes. You have he had a down year, but still a top 5 tight end, Travis Kelce. You have a really good number 1 receiver in Rashee Rice. You don't really have anything else. You have Kadarius Droppy as like your number 2. Your offensive line, it hasn't been good. You have, I forget the guy's name. I think it's Joe Tooney that has like the most hold calls in the NFL this year, going against a really, really stout defensive front for the Niners. On the Niners, on the Niners side, you have Mr. Irrelevant, who, if you listen to Cam Newton, says he's not even the 10th best player on his team. And then you have the number 1 running back, Christian McCaffrey. You have a really, really good top 2 wide receivers in Debo and Ayuk. Then your tight end, George Kittle, it feels like he's had a resurgence of a season this year. So offensive-wise, I give it to San Francisco. On the defensive side of things, L'Jarius Sneed doing great this year, coming back for this game. I'm trying to think of other players on the defense, and I can't. Karlaftis up front on the defensive line. Very good. Had a really good season after going, I believe, first round last year. For San Francisco, you have people all over the place, from Bosa to Hargrave, and everybody in the secondary. It's like, on paper, I give the defensive matchup to San Francisco. In the kicking and punting game, Jake Moody, their rookie kicker for San Francisco, he's had a very down year. Harrison Butker, good as always for Kansas City. I would actually give that side to Kansas City. But when you think about all the rumors that have come out, do you think maybe the NFL will perhaps, I don't know, script or encourage this game to go in favor of Kansas City? Because that's exactly how I could see happening. You've had Jason Kelsey, who basically he's retired. He hasn't come out and said it, but no one expects him to come back next year. If the Chiefs win, I could see Travis Kelsey going right with them. I don't want him to, because he has a legitimate shot at breaking the all-time receiving record for tight ends. But if he wins this, he has no reason to stay. He's old. I think mid-30s, I think is how old he is. He has nothing
Mhm.
left to prove, and his body is slowly deteriorating. If Kansas City loses, Taylor Swift might break up with him on live TV. And I just don't see any case for a storyline that Kansas City loses. I want to take San Francisco, but I can't. I'm going to go get more fatigued out by Kansas City. Give me the underdogs. Give me Kansas City and give me the over.
You made a great point by saying that the NFL script may call for Travis Kelsey to be proposing with Taylor Swift and then for them to raise that Lombardi trophy at the end of the ceremony on Sunday. Is that the way the script's going to go? We'll see. The Niners are a 1.5 point favorite. We've talked on this podcast several times throughout this whole season that the Niners roster from top to bottom is just talented. They had the most talent from top to bottom until they played Baltimore. For some reason, then Baltimore just whooped them. Uh, Brock Purdy is the third youngest quarterback to ever start Super Bowl, 24 years old. Mr. Irrelevant last year. Know the story. He was behind Jimmy Garoppolo. He come in. He's played good. Played decent this year. MVP candidate pretty much up until the Baltimore game. Then you got Christian McCaffrey, who, mark it down, he's scoring a touchdown. It just happens every week. San Francisco, this is their 8th Super Bowl appearance, looking for their 6th Super Bowl win, which would tie the Patriots. And maybe there's another team. I'm not sure that has 6. Oh yeah, that's right. Pittsburgh, yeah, they would tie them too. But I think that I want San Francisco to win the game. I'm going to be rooting for San Francisco in this, but the script says it all. Like you said, Travis Kelsey, he could go and just follow Taylor Swift around on the next tour she's on, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think that Chiefs win, and Travis Kelsey ends the night proposing to Taylor Swift, and they're holding up that Lombardi trophy, and the Chiefs win their 3rd Super Bowl in the last however many years, 4 or 5 years. Unfortunately. But yeah, that's the way it's going because that's how the script has already been written. It's going to be a Hollywood ending. It's a love story. All he's got to do is just say yes. I think that's a Taylor Swift song.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it would be. I don't
know. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's what color do you think the Gatorade color is going to be? That's a prop.
I think my bet's on yellow.
Oh, yellow, man. I was thinking orange, but I don't know.
I don't know. I like the yellow Gatorade. It's, I think, very underrated, and it's one of my favorites.
Well, the last time these two teams played was October of 2022. The Chiefs beat the Niners 44-23. And of course, the last time they played in a Super Bowl was a few years back. Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback, and Kansas City was down 10 in the 4th quarter, and they come back and won by 31-20. Yeah.
It's crazy to say that Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that his team had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Where is he now? Probably second string, at least, on the Raiders. So,
Yeah, and who knows for how long that's going to be. The dude might not be in the league very much longer.
if he's playing next year, I would be super surprised.
Yeah, yeah, that would be. If he's starting somewhere, it'd be a big surprise, huge surprise. Somebody'd have to be desperate to
Yeah.
take him.
I mean, maybe Carolina.
What do you think about the halftime show?
I'm a fan of it. I like Usher. I think he's going to do good. Wouldn't surprise me if they somehow got Taylor Swift involved in that, though.
That's what I was thinking. Do you think there's a way that maybe Taylor Swift comes down and performs something with Usher during the halftime show?
I would not put it past them or the NFL as a whole. It wouldn't surprise me if they're like, say Taylor Swift got there at, uh, I'm just gonna throw out a random time, 2 o'clock Eastern, and they just keep her hidden. They don't want anybody to know. And then she just pops out of nowhere and starts singing "Yeah" by Usher, and just gets on with it.
So there are actually some Taylor Swift themed props on DraftKings.
Oh no!
Uh, one is called "Shake It Off." 49ers to score first, but the Chiefs to win.
Oh,
Today was a fairy tale. Kelsey to score a touchdown and the Chiefs to win. Anti-hero Brock Purdy, 250 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns. Mine, Travis Kelsey to record 87 receiving yards. Look what you made me do. Chiefs trail in the fourth quarter and win the game.
you know what's crazy about all of them though is I could see each of them happening.
Yeah, I mean, because it doesn't say anything about a Niners win here. It's got the Chiefs to win twice. Kelsey to get 87 plus receiving yards. I mean, he got that easily last time. And the Chiefs trailing in the fourth quarter and winning. It happened the last Super Bowl. Who's to say it won't happen in this one as well?
And for Purdy to do, what was it, 250 and 2 touchdowns? Like, that's very possible.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be. I mean, if there was something on here that said, McCaffrey to score a touchdown, boom, that's it.
I was going to say, definitely take that one then.
Definitely take it. Now, there's some long shot bets on here, too. Final score to be a scoregami.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Position of the first touchdown score, quarterback, it's plus 1,000. That would be, Mahomes or Purdy to run one in or to catch a pass, trick play or something.
A little Philly going on.
Yeah. Super Bowl MVP, any defensive player plus 11,000. I doubt that's happening. Travis Kelsey's got that locked up.
Unless Nick Bosa has like 2 pick sixes, 4 sacks, and what's it called? A sack fumble, runs it in, a scoop six or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, scoop and score. Yeah. Probably not, but maybe. Super Bowl MVP to be on the losing team plus 3,900.
Has that ever happened?
It's happened once before in Super Bowl V. Chuck Howley. Yeah.
And
everybody remembers Chuck Howley.
That's only plus 3,900. I feel like that should be like plus 100,000.
Yeah, it should be. Here's plus 15,000. Predict the exact score. Kansas City 24, 49ers 20. That's possible.
That's possible, but to have that score like on DraftKings, like as a bet, what do they know?
Yeah. They know that people's going to bet it thinking they're going to win something, and it's going to be 24-21.
Yeah, or 23-20.
Yeah, something where it's just close enough, but not quite.
I feel like that score is very reasonable, though.
Yeah, I mean, you see that score weekly in the NFL.
Yeah.
Then we got Debo to score 1 rushing and 1 receiving touchdown plus 3,000.
That's possible.
That's possible with Debo. Yeah, there's some there's coin toss bet up here too.
Oh God.
Heads or tails.
I'll take heads.
It's only plus 100. Tails never fails though. Tails has come up 30 times in 57 in the Super Bowl.
Wow, it's almost 50-50.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jersey of the first touchdown score over 22.5.
Whoa, my gosh.
So I mean that's like, McCaffrey, Kelsey, Kittle.
Kittle, yeah. I feel like
Who else?
Justin Watson. I think he's like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray, Blake Bell.
Yeah.
Get all the tight ends out for Kansas City here.
That's incredible that we can name the backup tight ends for Kansas City, but can't think of one besides George Kittle for San Francisco.
That shows that we have had too much Kansas City Chiefs shoved down our throats the last 5 years. They're on prime time all the time. And, I mean, you keep winning. Why not? Got to put the team in there.
Is there a bet for first touchdown to be by an offensive lineman? Because I would so hammer that one.
There are a lot on here. I'll scroll through and see real quick. But, man, could you imagine what that paid?
Oh, plus 25,000 or something.
Yeah, something ridiculous like that.
Man. But NFL honor updates. C.J. Stroud has beaten Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Sam Laporta for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Well deserved. I believe that's the right choice right there for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He had a great season.
The only other person I could have seen it going to maybe would have been Sam Laporta, just because he broke the rookie tight end record for most catches and most yards. But there's no way it wasn't going to Stroud.
No, it's a quarterback's award. Most of those awards like that, when you involve a quarterback, the quarterback's usually winning it.
They should make it separate. Like we talked about before, how the MVP is a quarterback award.
Mm-hmm.
When really this year, it's probably going to go to Lamar. It probably is going to, but Christian McCaffrey, I would like to bet is more of a valuable player for his team than Lamar Jackson is.
Absolutely. You look at San Francisco last season before they made the trade for McCaffrey and before they put Brock Purdy back there. They were missing something. Mm-hmm. And then once they got McCaffrey, like flipping a switch with them. And they've been a completely different team, a perfect fit for them and for him. And it's worked out, and he has had an MVP-like season this season.
And it's like the games that McCaffrey was hurt. And they had, what was it last year? Trey Sermon. This year, Elijah Mitchell, all stepping in to replace him. It didn't go very well for him on the ground. I think they still won the game this year when McCaffrey was hurt. But Mitchell did not do good.
No, he did not.
What do you think? They have not shown the winner yet, but for Defensive Player of the Year, it's Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Deron Bland, T.J. Watt, Micah Parsons.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
I feel like you already know my pick.
You're going T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
I was going to say Bland had a pretty good season interceptions wise, but he also got beat quite a bit. Other times, he's a ball hawk, but man,
I just saw who won.
And was it? Let's see. It wasn't T.J. Watt.
How could you tell?
I don't know. It was just a guess. Tell me it wasn't Micah Parsons.
Nope.
It wasn't Myles Garrett.
Cricket.
Was it Myles Garrett?
Yeah, it was Myles Garrett.
Really?
Yep. The guy that didn't have a sack in, 6.5 games?
That was like my last pick. It was Myles Garrett.
I feel so defeated right now. That is so dumb.
Yeah. Man, I don't think I don't know if I like that one or not. I don't like that one at all.
How can you go 6.5 games without a sack and still win Defensive Player of the Year? Oh, his double team rates were so much higher. He wasn't dropping in the coverage either.
Man. Who was the other candidate?
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby, yeah.
Which I don't even know why he was up there, but I guess you do need 5 candidates. So
Throw Oakland a bone.
The only thing Crosby had going for him was he had like 80 tackles or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Here's some more props I found on here. Length of the longest drive, over 77.5 yards. It's a long drive. It could happen though. Most trips to the red zone, San Francisco or Kansas City. Time of first possession, over 3 minutes 15 seconds, under 3 minutes 15 seconds.
That's a hard one.
What will be higher, yards of the first punt or yards of the longest touchdown?
Of the first punt? Oh, wow.
What'll be longer, the longest field goal made or total points?
That's it. Where are these people coming up with these?
I have no idea. Will there be an octopus?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yes is 1,500. No is minus 4,000.
Wait, this is an actual thing?
Yeah, it's an actual thing. Yeah. Will there be an octopus?
What does that mean?
An octopus is where the player scores a touchdown and they get the 2-point conversion.
I have never heard of that, but I bet no.
Yeah, octopus with that, whatever. But yeah, that's I've never seen it on a bet.
I've never even considered that. I was thinking the flyover by the military planes in the beginning during the singing of the national anthem, they just drop an octopus out of the plane or something.
Will Usher reveal an octopus at the halftime show?
Will Lil Jon be joining Usher at the halftime show?
Yeah. Will there be more passing touchdowns or more field goals made? Will there be more touchdowns or field goals made? Any player to throw 7 passing touchdowns plus 8,000.
Yeah, no.
Any player to have 506 passing yards plus 15,000.
No one's breaking that record.
Any player to have 216 receiving yards plus 3,000.
Whoa.
Any player to rush for 205 yards plus 3,000. Any player to score 4 touchdowns plus 1,800.
Wow. There's certain these plus numbers that I'm like, that should be a lot higher.
Yeah. Here's one for the Swifties, number 22. Any quarter to have 22 points.
22 is a hard one to come by. I don't think that'll happen.
Blank space. Travis Kelce to score an octopus.
What is that one?
It's only plus 3,000.
What?
That's plus 3,000, but the one for just anybody to score an octopus that's plus 1,500. Okay, so I was like, he's got lower odds for just him.
Another award update. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Will Anderson has beat out Jalen Carter, Kobe Turner, Devin Witherspoon, and Joey Porter Jr. for the award.
Who do you think should have won that one, Joey Porter Jr.?
No, Witherspoon.
Witherspoon, yeah, that would have been a good one. Will Anderson did have a good season too for Houston.
He did. I just thought with how much Witherspoon was doing on the defensive side that he would have got it. A lot of tackles for loss. I think he had like 3 sacks, 1 or 2 pick sixes. I was surprised that he didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good rookie defensive candidates right there, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And all of those people probably going to turn into stars on their teams respectively.
Oh, absolutely. Have they done the offensive player of the year yet, or are they getting to that?
I feel like that'll be next, but I don't know. They're also doing a bunch of sponsors right now, so I don't know.
We've got deja vu for the Swifties. Kansas City to win by exactly 11 points.
Oh no! I thought you were going to say 22.
Fearless Brock Purdy to throw for 300 yards and 3 passing touchdowns, and San Francisco to win plus 1,000.
That's very possible as well. I don't know if Purdy would hit the 300 mark, but I could see the 3 touchdown one.
I don't quite get this one here. Friendship bracelets. Is that a Swift song or something?
Friendship bracelets?
Friendship bracelets. Travis Kelce or Kyle Juszczyk to score the first touchdown plus 600.
So I did a quick Google search and I put Taylor Swift friendship bracelet. And the first article that pops up is what's behind the Taylor Swift friendship bracelets trend. So I don't know.
So there must be some sort of Swifty trend with friendship bracelets. Interesting.
The subcaption from theguardian.com is the Eras Tour is about to hit Australia, and Swifties are busy making bracelets to swap with each other at live shows. So what's fueling the craze?
Why is Kyle Juszczyk one of the friendship bracelets? Is him and Kelce good buddies or something?
Maybe. I would have thought it would have been Kelce and Kittle, but
yeah. George Kittle's an odd guy. He's still, he was on tape delay a few weeks ago during that game, which is still one of the funniest moments.
I love Kittle. Like his personality, everything about him, he's phenomenal.
Like that, it was a game against the Packers, and it was like one of the last drives, and San Francisco called that timeout, and he's still like lined up in position. Everybody going back like to get a drink of the Gatorade. He's still lined up in the position, and then all of a sudden it's like it snaps, like the ball snaps, and he gets up like he's ready to block somebody, and then he stops, and then he goes over to the huddle, and I'm like,
oh my god,
did I see that right?
That's funny. Oh my god.
So yeah, he's got a great personality, and he's always like, you can see him like kind of looking at the camera every once in a while, and he gives like a little grin, like, I see you. Like right in the middle of a game. So he's on a different planet sometimes.
I didn't know this was an award, but the Celebration of the Year award. I don't know exactly what's going on because they only showed one candidate. If you had to guess, like, from this season, who wins Celebration of the Year? Who do you think is the one candidate that there is?
Celebration of the Year. I couldn't even guess right now.
It is the Italian stallion, Tommy DeVito.
Oh, is that the one that won?
He was the only candidate they showed, so I'm going to assume so.
Oh, wow. Tommy DeVito with a win.
Hey,
Wow.
if nothing else comes out of his NFL playing career, he could say he won an NFL award.
Yes, because there probably isn't going to be much coming out of his NFL career.
No, if he's not playing in the USFL by next year, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, man. Gold Rush, is that a Taylor Swift song?
Gold Rush. It's a very good question.
Niners to score 40 points.
It is. It was released in 2020.
How You Get the Girl, Taylor Swift to score a touchdown in each half, plus 950.
Wait. Taylor Swift to score the touchdown?
Did I say Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
I just saw Kelsey and automatically said Taylor Swift. Travis Kelsey.
I'm like, wait a second. Taylor Swift to score is only plus 950. What's going on?
I would stay way far away from that bet right there. That should be like plus 95 million.
Like, number 22 has now reported as eligible.
Speaking of 22, nope, actually he's 23. I knew you were trouble. Christian McCaffrey, 150 rushing receiving yards, plus 160.
That, you know what, plus 160 I think actually makes sense for that one, the way they use him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he could get that. Is it over now? Kansas City Chiefs to lead by 14 plus points, plus 250.
Is it over now? Come on.
Karma, Travis Kelsey, 0 receptions, and the Niners to win, plus 3,000.
I'll take the no on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Love Story, Chiefs to win, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey to combine for, and it cuts off. It won't let me see. Well, unless I put in a bet. Thanks.
I feel like either way, I'd take that.
Yeah. Mastermind, San Francisco to win and rush for 200.
Oh.
Red, Chiefs to score 22 points in the first half.
I don't like the 22 bet because it's like you're not scoring 22 unless something weird happens.
Right.
I'm trying to think, like, you score 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Like, why would you need that 2-point conversion? Like, unless something
in the first half, yeah. Why are we going for 2 that early?
Unless something odd really happened, I don't know.
There's Run, Travis Kelsey, 5 rushing yards.
If he gets 1, I'd be surprised.
Plus 1,000. 7, winning margin, exactly 7 points, plus 700.
That's a fair one. I like that.
The Last Great American Dynasty. You're going to love this one. Kansas City Chiefs to win by 22 points. Today was a fairy tale. Oh, I think I said that one a while ago. Kelsey, a touchdown, Chiefs win.
Yes, you did.
2 is better than 1. 2 successful 2-point conversions, plus 1,200.
I mean, it's possible if you miss, you go and miss an extra point. Hey, get that 2-point conversion going. Jake Moody has not had a good year. Butker might get one blocked. Yeah.
Anything's possible, I guess.
Yeah.
Wildest Dreams, Travis Kelsey to score the first and last touchdown, plus 2,500.
No.
So this must be another Swift song. I don't know. You Need to Calm Down.
That
Brock Purdy, 200 first half passing yards, plus 800.
it is a Taylor Swift song released in 2019. That just sounds like something that like all the Swifties need to hear right now. You need to calm down.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe my favorite Swifty prop bet right here because of the name. You belong with Rasheed. Travis Kelsey or Rasheed Rice to score a touchdown in the first half. Plus 120.
I was gonna say, okay, only 120. I'd throw $20 on that.
You belong with Rasheed.
I like how Kelsey kind of gets left out of the title of it. It's just like focus on Rasheed, but then they still
Yeah.
throw Kelsey into it.
Right. They add him in there like they added use check in the friendship bracelet for some reason. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on there. I don't know their friendship that close.
Neither do I, but like we said, I'm surprised it's not the tight end boys and Kelsey or Kittle.
Yeah. Right. Why are you throwing a fullback out there? I don't know.
This would be the game though that Hughes Chick goes and scores like 3 touchdowns or something ridiculous.
Oh yeah, his little check down here to use check, and a fullback dive or something at the one. Yeah,
Well, I would really make that bet if it's not going to happen. I was about to say something stupid. I was about to say if Kelsey threw the touchdown to Hughes Check, but
yeah, that would probably.
Unless they put Hughes Check on defense and he pick sixes Kelsey, that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that one's not happening. It's a good thing you thought of that before you said that.
There is actually going to be it's plus 10,000 for a mid-game trade that sends Kyle Juszczyk over to the Chiefs in exchange for I don't know Noah Brown.
Plus 10,000, man.
I feel like that one should actually be higher, but
oh man, so on FanDuel here, it's got octopus too.
oh no. Oh no.
So it looks like in my state, Kentucky, you cannot bet on the coin toss, you cannot bet on Gatorade color, you cannot bet on national anthem, you cannot bet on the halftime show. You could bet on the MVP, and you could bet on negative outcomes.
Not being able to bet on like the coin toss or the Gatorade flavor or color or the over under of the national anthem, that's kind of that's awful.
Yeah, that's crazy. The national anthem over under is 90 seconds.
See, if it was Chris Stapleton, I would still hit the over, but I don't know what it's going to happen this year.
I think Rebo go under.
I could see it. I think she's a faster singer, so I could see it going under.
And see, there's probably not one for the halftime show. I mean, there probably is one for the halftime show. I don't see any on here.
You're just not allowed to see it. That's all.
That's it. That's why I can't see it. I can only see the Swifty bets. You belong with Rasheed.
Kentucky has been taken over by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's like you get no novelty bets, but Taylor
Swift. She is your new governor.
She's the new governor of the Kentucky. Is this the Man of the Year award?
Yeah, that's why it's taken forever.
That's not Tyreek, is it? He did not win Man of the
Year. No. I don't know who the nominee is for the Dolphins, but I really doubt.
It's not Tyreek.
Yeah, I really doubt it's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I would think not on that one.
But it's so funny to say that because Tyreek's out on the stage right now presenting the award. But I don't know what the award's for. They have taken all the candidates for the Man of the Year off the stage before announcing who wins. Now I believe it said flag. I'm going to assume flag player of the year, so maybe a kid award. I don't know what's going on.
Flag Player of the Year. I did not know this was an award.
Maybe it's flag thrower of the year, and one of the refs is going to get awarded.
Yeah. Come on down, Sean Hockley. You have won Flag Thrower of the Year.
It's flag players of the year. Since when has this become an award?
I have no idea. But wow, Flag Player of the Year. Who won those, Gage? By the way,
I don't know. I'm not going to try to pronounce the last names, but there's two candidates. There's an Allison, and I believe the guy's name, the boy's name was Randall.
well, congrats to Randall and Allison on
Oh,
Flag
wait.
Player of the Year.
It's Allison and Ryder. My bad.
Oh well, Ryder, Randall. You know,
Close enough? Question mark.
yeah, it's NFL Fan of the Year. Oh, there's speaking of Max Crosby, what an outfit!
My gosh, I never realized how long and drawn out the NFL honors are.
Oh man, it should be like an hour show, and it's how long? I mean, 3,
Let's see. It's been 50
2.
minutes so far, and we haven't even done Offensive Player of the Year. But
And MVP's last.
Yeah, NFL Fan of the Year, Tom Grossi. I mean, if anyone else won it, they were in the wrong. So I gotta actually agree with that one.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be a Raiders fan or something with Crosby.
That's something I've noticed is like they just do like random people for the winner, like people not even associated with the team.
Yeah. And Packers uniform here. I don't even know these guys.
I feel like I'm a little bit behind you.
Oh.
Crosby just got done talking, so I don't know.
We've got two guys on stage now. One guy's got a Packers jersey on underneath his sport coat, and the other guy's got a purple suit on.
Oh, I see.
And it's the Coach of the Year award.
The guy with the Packers jersey on, he's Tom Grossi. He does like play-by-play streams of all the Packers games. He's done it for like all the playoff games. He did, I think, a 30 for 30 series on his YouTube channel where he visited each NFL stadium, raising money for, I believe, St. Jude. I think he raised. It was an ungodly amount of money. Stuffed at like $500,000 or something.
Oh, nice.
So, and he's the only guy that I think should have been Fan of the Year. So,
yeah, it seems like he earned it there. Well, who you got in this category right here, Coach of the Year?
I like Harbaugh, but I also like DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Harbaugh just because it's the Ravens, and we know how much the NFL loves the Ravens. So, yeah.
I think Harbaugh's got this too. I would say, Dan Campbell was a good one, but after last week, let's just give it to Harbaugh. Or DeMeco Ryans would be a good one. I mean, all of them's good except for Stefanski.
Yeah, get Stefanski out of there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could even see Dan Campbell getting it. I mean, the Lions did well up until last week, like you said.
Right. I mean, had a great season.
And if you listen to his motivational speeches, like pregame, halftime speeches, he gets me fired up just listening to him. Yeah. Like, all right, let's go.
Well, I guess Stefanski won that award, actually.
How? What?
Wow. They never brought him out, but it showed him in the background on the screen. Now they're doing the Deacon Jones Award. And you'll like that.
Wow. I mean,
You will like the Deacon Jones Award winner.
Oh no.
Oh, you will like it.
What even is the Deacon Jones Award? I don't know. Oh, okay. Is he the only candidate? Are there more?
He's the only one they showed, so I assume that he winner chicken dinner.
All right. Well, no idea what the Deacon Jones Award is, but we'll take a TJ Watt win on that.
There you go. He does not come out empty-handed.
It was funny. I'm going to assume TJ knew that he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. Bleacher Report put out a post saying he tweeted an hour before he lost out, and just 5 simple words of nothing I'm not used to.
Oh, yeah, he must have been informed beforehand.
That's why he's not there to accept the Deacon Jones Award.
He's like, all right, Deacon Jones Award, whatever. I should have won Defensive Player of the Year.
Let's see here. The Deacon Jones Award was created in 2013 to honor the legacy of Hall of Famer Deacon Jones, and rightfully so. Jones is one of the best defensive ends to ever play the game, paving the way for today's players. The award is given annually to the NFL leader in quarterback sacks.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense then.
But it's like, by the wording of it, it makes it sound like it's supposed to go to the best defensive end in the game. But let me tell you, that ain't Myles Garrett.
No. No, it's not. But he won, and Stefanski won Coach of the Year, too.
Oh.
Interesting.
TJ Watt has won this award 2023, 2021, 2020.
Wow, they're going to end up naming it the TJ Watt Award before it's over with.
And the year that TJ Watt got hurt, of course he didn't win it, and Nick Bosa won it.
Nice.
None of that sounds like Myles Garrett to me.
I did not hear you mention Myles Garrett one time in that whole.
Or Micah Parsons, for that matter.
Or Micah Parsons.
Am I salty? Yes.
Maybe it sounds just a little bit like you might be. I'm picking up on a little bit of salt over here. I don't know.
No, what? I could never be salty of a guy that doesn't deserve to win an award.
Especially a guy from Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, if Parsons would have won it, I would have been upset, but I would have been like, oh, okay, whatever. Cleveland, they don't win anything.
Cleveland sucks.
They don't deserve. They don't deserve a World Series ring. They don't deserve an NBA championship. They don't deserve any type of NFL award. They don't deserve anything besides for the whole place to go away and just have the state of Ohio restart Cleveland.
Cleveland had the Defensive Player of the Year, allegedly here, and the Coach of the Year. How are they not playing in the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
Have they named Comeback Player of the Year?
No, not yet, but I'm sure we could all imagine who that's going to be.
Might as well give it to Joe Flacco, too, right? We're giving Cleveland awards. No, it's got to be Damar Hamlin, right?
If Cleveland walks out of here with 3 awards, I might go cry in my pillow.
If Joe Flacco steals the Comeback Player of the Year award from Damar Hamlin, we riot.
Granted, should Flacco win it? Probably more than what Heart Attack Hamlin should win it. But yeah.
Well, I mean, Joe Flacco's comeback was very impressive, but he did not die on the field. That did not happen.
Did you see the other week when, I forget what show it was, but I think it was on the NFL Network, and someone asked him, do you think you should win Comeback Player of the Year, or hey, did you hear your name was it? Something along that. Did you hear about that?
No, I had not.
So Flacco, he took the question and he goes, I'm very honored for my name to be mentioned, but I'm coming back from the couch. What am I coming back from? I'm like, you know what? You got a good point.
He's got a good point. Yeah. That's a very good point.
That's like if Le'Veon Bell his cryptic Snapchat post comes true, and he comes back and plays for the Steelers, has a great year, and wins Comeback Player of the Year. What'd you come back from? You came back from the couch.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, he's pretty much hanging out with us, yelling from the couch,
Yeah.
Here comes Penn and Teller. There's Baker Mayfield on the front row right there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he won comeback.
That's what I was saying. Maybe Baker. But what did he come back from? Carolina? L.A.? Yeah. Another Cleveland player winning.
Oh no.
Well, I guess we're doing a magic trick here.
Whoa.
I don't know what's going on.
If they took out all of these performances in between the awards, it would be so much quicker.
Yeah, it would be.
It's no offense, I'm sure the magicians are really good. And all the performers, it's like, wow, I couldn't do that. But this is the NFL Honors. This isn't a talent show.
They just showed Sauce Gardner there, and he did not look happy at all. Now they're talking about Roger Goodell, and I guess they're going to cut Roger Goodell in half. I don't know what's going on here, but he's coming up on stage.
Wait, I want to see this. This will do us all a favor.
Wait a minute, yeah.
Tell me that's real. Tell me that's real. I love when they show the players during the joke making by the host or during certain other times, and it's like they do not look happy to be there at all.
I don't know if you've ever seen the clip from it was the ESPYs back in the 90s, and it was Norm Macdonald, and he was just roasting every player there. He made a joke, Charles Woodson had just won the Heisman, and he's like, "Congratulations, Charles Woodson on winning the Heisman." He's like, "Nobody can ever take that away from you unless you kill your wife." And it was right after all the OJ stuff happened. It's oh, man. And they showed Charles Woodson, and he just had a look oh no. He didn't just say that.
Tell me. You did not just say that.
And you talk about people's man, this is really awkward right now.
You want to talk about awkward? How about what was it last year, or the year before, when Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith? That's awkward.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Oh yes.
Be like, that's gonna make. How do you say it? Will Smith just slaps me on national television with a big smile on his face. I'm like, how? Why are you smiling?
Oh man. And if you see, if you watch it, when he slaps him, Chris Rock for a second, puts balls up a fist real quick, and then thinks better of it. Just a split second.
Well, I love too when Will Smith is walking up to Chris Rock, the Chris Rock's facial expression, just uh-oh.
Yeah.
This ain't good.
And then all of a sudden, wham. That just happened. Wow. Let's see what Goodell is. Okay.
He's under the cover right now, and he looks so much better.
Well, he's going to look even better when they open it up. It's Barry Sanders. I don't know what this is.
Hold on a second here. There should be a bet of how long the NFL honors last, and over/under.
Oh man, and how long it keeps the players' attention, because they look like they don't want to be there right now.
I love the pan to the audience when the cover gets taken off, and the one guy's like, "Whoa, wow, that's really cool," and then the guy behind him's just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Yeah. Could we have just cut him in half or something?
I like that Goodell is gone, but you could have done something better.
Right. And, we get Barry Sanders, which, okay.
I
But,
like that he has like the robe on and stuff.
yeah, a little crown on his head.
Yeah.
Oh.
If Burger King had a king, this is what I would imagine it would look like.
Barry Sanders coming out of a box. And here comes some people for the next award.
This I've never realized. Like I always enjoyed watching the NFL honors. This is painful.
Yeah, this is bad right here.
We have been recording for an hour and 3 minutes, and I don't even know if they're halfway done.
I don't think they are. We still got. There's about an hour left in this show, and we're now to the Offensive Player of the Year. Here we go.
Oh my gosh! Then there's going to be other awards that no one's even heard of before. So
who you got in this one? There's Dak Prescott's the candidate. I would say no thanks.
Yeah, I'm good.
Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, he has to be up there, right?
I would probably go with McCaffrey.
Yeah, I would think either McCaffrey or Tyreek.
Here's Lamar Jackson. I mean,
boo.
He's gonna probably win the MVP. Let's give it to somebody else. This offensive, CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, he had a really
Dallas
good year.
He had a great year. Dallas had 2 players nominated here and still didn't win a playoff game. Tyreek Hill. If he didn't get hurt that one week and missed it next week, he may have broke the record for receiving yards in the season.
Oh, he easily could have had 2K.
Yeah.
If it's not McCaffrey or Tyreek, I'm protesting.
Oh, man. Let's just hope it's not Lamar. And the winner is Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh. I don't understand how can you not win Offensive Player of the Year in Lamar Jackson, but win MVP?
That's a great question. That's very interesting.
Now, I know they have not announced MVP yet. We're just assuming it's going to be Lamar Jackson.
Right. I think that's the odds-on favorite. If we check DraftKings right now, it would probably be minus for Lamar to win the MVP. But
it's like I've never understood that. If you win Offensive Player of the Year, you should be 50-50 between you and the Defensive Player of the Year for MVP.
Right. It should be Myles Garrett against, Christian McCaffrey. Give me McCaffrey. But
if Myles Garrett were to win that, oh my God.
I don't think he's nominated. I don't think. But if so, man.
If he's nominated, I will go and unfollow NFL on all social media.
That would be Cleveland's biggest win in the history of Cleveland. Myles Garrett MVP tonight.
Not just the history of the Browns, but the history of Cleveland.
History of Cleveland. Rock and Roll Museum. Who cares? Myles Garrett won the MVP.
There would be a statue built of Myles Garrett tomorrow.
Indians won a World Series back in the 40s. Who cares? Myles Garrett won the MVP. It's number 1 now.
If Myles Garrett won MVP, I feel like there would be several contractors getting a phone call. Hey, how much would you charge to put up a Myles Garrett statue tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.?
We're unveiling it this Monday coming up.
We're
Right
actually
beside the LeBron James statue.
we're actually going to unveil it during the Super Bowl to get everyone in Cleveland to not watch the Super Bowl that the Browns aren't in.
Yeah. With all the awards that they won, so that way you don't remember that we're not there.
It's like, oh, you have your little awards. How's Super Bowl? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, he's doing looks like wax on, wax off right now. Oh man, so it's going to be a while for the MVP comes up. We'll go ahead and make our predictions on this. I've got Lamar. Who you got, Gage?
I'll just go different. Give me Christian McCaffrey to win that.
I like it though. Well, man, Super Bowl comes up this Sunday. We've both got the Chiefs in it because the script says so. But I wouldn't mind the Niners winning.
I kind of would. I don't want them to get 6.
Yeah, well, I understand it from your point of view, but man, the Chiefs win, they'll have 4.
That's still
overall.
2 less than 6.
That's true. That is true. The math adds up.
Just real quick question: How many does Cincinnati have? Ooh.
Oh man, you got to throw a shot below the belt like that right before the Super Bowl, man?
Absolutely.
What was that? Completely below the belt, man. What?
That ball just came out of left field. Oh, it was coming. That was right down the middle of the plate. That was like a meatball. I just had to hit that one out of the park.
Wow. Wow. You know what? I'm glad TJ Watt didn't win Defensive Player of the Year.
At least we had a player win an award.
You know what? If Joe Burrow didn't get hurt, no.
Oh, here we go with the excuses.
If Joe Burrow wasn't so fragile.
If TJ Watt would have just had 10 more sacks, maybe he would have been in contention.
Yeah. No, that was Myles Garrett's award. Too bad. Oh, man. All right, man. Well, we'll enjoy this Super Bowl coming up, man, and it's going to be the end of football season, and then it'll be the off season, man.
And then we got baseball right around the corner, along with the USFL.
Yeah, can't wait for a little baseball to come up, man. Ready for it.
Almost there. Almost time for pitchers and catchers to report.
Oh, yeah. Here pretty soon, actually.
I think it's 49 days, I think.
When was the last time the Pirates won the World Series?
I can tell you the last time they were in a playoff game. World Series, though? Probably, I don't even know. 70s, 80s, who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Reds were – I just know the Reds were more recent than the Pirates. That's all I know.
When, to be honest, that's not really saying much.
Oh, it's saying absolutely nothing because we're always fighting in the basement with the Pirates. That's central.
Hey, Pirates started out great last year. The first month, they were like, 21-9 and first in the division, and then, I don't know.
And then the Reds, they were looking good. I mean, Matt McClain came up, Ellie De La Cruz, Spencer Steer, all these rookies. And then September came around.
And then you heard crickets.
Yeah, and then that was it. And then Great American Ballpark was empty.
Gotta say, though, we may have a horrible baseball team, but we have one of the best ballparks in the country.
PNC Park.
Yes, sir. Wow.
Hall of Fame.
You know, I don't know many of those players besides Andre Johnson and Devin Hester. But well deserved to all those people that got in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Well, man, like I said, we'll have Super Bowl coming up. There'll be baseball, and yeah, man. So we'll catch you on the next one, man.
Looking forward to it. Talk to you later.
Later.